So now we'll discuss the workbook extract. Whatever problems you have, you can ask one by one from the workbook questions, the cold within, right? So Kinjal, ask your question.
Ma'am, extract 1, fourth question.
Extract one,
Fifth
fourth question. All right. What does the first
Ma'am,
extract?
fifth.
Fifth. All right. Fifth.
Fifth.
Their dying fire in need of logs. How is this line connected to the theme of the poem? So the theme of the poem is that lack of warmth, right? Lack of compassion in our hearts. So this theme, this line, dying fire, refers to the dying fire of compassion within our hearts, right? This dying fire is a metaphor for dying fire of compassion in our hearts. All right. This fire represents the lack of warmth, the lack of compassion, the lack of friendliness and love among ourselves. And the people did not die because of the cold weather outside. They died because of this lack of compassion. Because each one had their own log of wood, had they been compassionate enough with each other, then they would have provided their logs of wood and each one of them would have been kept warm and they would have been alive, right? So this dying fire, that is the dying fire of compassion, led to their death. So their death was invited by their own cold-heartedness. All right? Okay, anything else? No, fine. Priyam?
Yes, ma'am. I want to ask that please tell the meaning of it was the death who was holding the logs in its hand.
Because while they were holding those logs of wood in their hands, they were actually inviting their death, right? When they were not putting in their log of wood into the fire and the fire was dying, what they were doing? They were inviting their own death as well as the death of the others. So the poet says that it was not them who was holding the logs of wood, but it was death who was holding back the logs of wood and not and letting the fire die, because death was coming and we know that death is inevitable. So it was time for them. So death was holding their logs of wood and therefore they all died, right? Because they were inviting their death by holding back their logs of wood. So the poet says it in a way by personifying death, saying that it was death who was holding back the logs. Yes, Ankur?
Ma'am, extract third question.
What proof of human sin is referred over here? So first of all, you will tell that what is human sin. So human sin refers to the disobedience to God's commandment. Which commandment? That love thy neighbor as thyself, right? So this is the human sin that they were committing. And what is the proof? Proof is that because they were overpowered by their prejudices, by their hatred, by their revenge, feeling of revenge, and these negative emotions, they were overpowered by their negative emotions, and they could not help the others as well as themselves by providing the log of wood, and they invited death of one and all, and therefore this is regarded as proof of human sin. These men, they were consumed by their own sins. They did not die because of the cold weather, but because of they were consumed by their own sins. All right. Yes, Dhriti?
Yes, ma'am. Extract 3, last question.
Which question?
Fifth question, second part.
All right. For all he saw in his stick of wood was a chance to spite the white. So this is said about the black man, right?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Extract third.
Third extract this question. All right, what message is the poet trying to convey in the poem? How does he succeed in carrying out his task? So what is the message that he's trying to convey? Who will tell me? Satyam? What message is the poet trying to convey?
And poet is trying to convey the message of lack of warmth in the human heart.
All right, fine. It is he is trying to see message. He's trying to convey that we need to be more sympathetic towards others. All right, the fire of compassion in our hearts is dying, and we need to keep it lighting. Right, we need to keep it lit. Right, so we need to be more sympathetic and compassionate towards each other. Right, we need to stop this discrimination that we are doing on grounds of religion, caste, creed, race, whatever. Right, we need to stop this discrimination, and we need to be more compassionate towards each other. This is the message that the poet is trying to convey. All right, you can write this down. And how does he succeed in carrying out his task? He succeeded when he shows that this group of people was present in cold weather. They had a fire lit in at the center of where they were sitting, and they even had fuel to provide to the fire, and they could have kept the fire alive and saved themselves. Yet what happened? They were ruled or overruled by their negative emotions. And what did this negative emotion do? It brought ruin of one and all. So you can say that this poem is a comment on the lack of warmth and compassion in human relation. The poet is advising us to be more compassionate towards each other and to keep this fire of compassion, fire of warmth lit up in our hearts. Riddhi, pay attention. Lit up in our hearts, and the poet conveys this by this beautiful story where he portrays how each one had a log of wood, how they could have kept aside their prejudices and put in those logs of wood, and they could have saved themselves and others from the cold weather, but they failed to do so. Why? Because they were overpowered by their negative emotions. And this brought destruction, and they all died. All right. So he accomplished his task by narrating this story very beautifully and efficiently. Yes, Ishani?
Ma'am, I want to ask extract 3, question number 2.
What game is the poet referring to while mentioning the last man of the group? All right. So it was said now that this was how he played the game, right? So game over here refers to the dealings and all, right? So it is said that he indulged in give and take only for personal gain, and because over here by providing the log of wood, it is said that he indulged in give and take only for personal gain, and over here because he was not gaining anything, he saw that nobody was giving him anything, and so he decided to stay back and keep his log of wood with himself only, right? His own self. He did not give in the log of wood because he understood that, just a second. last man that the poet talks about is a selfish man, and because he's not gaining anything over here, and therefore he is not getting involved in that, he is not participating, and he also does not give his log of wood. Yes, Kinjal?
So number third, the second part is what does it say about him? So who is it over here?
Which question, please repeat? Kinjal?
Ma'am, extract second, question number third, second part.
All right, fine. What does it say about him? The thoughts. It refers to the thoughts. What thoughts preoccupy the rich man's mind, and what does these thoughts that he has in his mind say about this particular man? All right. So what thoughts he was having? You tell me. What were the thoughts that he was having? Just give me a minute. What thoughts are preoccupying the rich man's mind?
Ma'am, the rich man is thinking that why should he share his wealth to the lazy poor man?
All right. So what does it say about him refers to the thoughts that the rich man was having. So what does it refer to about him? What do you know now about him by these thoughts? What do you know about his
him?
character?
Ma'am, rich man. Ma'am, he is a class-based or arrogant man.
Class biased, B-I-A-S-E-D. All right, not based, biased, B-I-A. All right. So this man is a class biased person, right?
Class biased.
He is class biased. All right. Fine. Anything else? You can elaborate it, Kinjal. All right. While writing, don't just write class biased and leave. Elaborate it that he doesn't want to share his wealth with the poor man, right? You can explain. Yes, Erna?
Ma'am, extract second question first, third part.
Why does the third one give his cold a hitch? All right. So what did I tell you? That he did like this to indicate that like his feeling of hatred for the rich, like he's not going to provide his log of wood. So there is a sense of, you can say, pride that he is able to, that he now this moment has come where he is possessing something and he is not helping the rich. He is denying him help, right? So this is something of pride for him. In normal scenario, what happens? That the poor man asks the rich for help and the rich denies it, right? But over here, the poor is in a position to help the rich and he is denying that, no, I won't give my log of wood. Why? Because you've been exploiting us. You are a bad man, you always refuse us. So fine, I'm also not giving you my log of wood. So there is a sense of pride. So to show his feeling of hatred, to show his feeling of pride at the moment, and his reluctance to give that log of wood, all this has been shown by this, giving his coat a hitch. All right. Anything else? So this was a short one. There were just 3 extracts. So, and but go through the characters of all these 6 men, right? All these 6 people, go through the characters, because the character will be us. Whichever stanza will be picked up, it doesn't matter. You should know the character of all the 6 people. Sorry, all the 6 people, right? So you need to know the characters, what are the characteristics of that particular person, right? Whether he is a bigot, whether he is a whether he's class biased, whether she is a racist, whatever characteristics are attached to these 6 people, you must know all these, right? Then you must know all the figures of speech. You must know all the alliteration, oxymoron, personification, whatever we have done, metaphor, right? Whatever we have done, please remember all those, right? Anything else? No problem, right? Fine.